Thank you, Don.
Now, the politics pools for Ontario and Quebec were arguably more difficult because the pool lists were the longest and some of the races were incredibly tight. Pierre Martin from the University of Montreal won the Quebec pool, calling 17 of the 20 ridings correctly. Well, it'd be good to slap him on the back and cheer him, but unfortunately he can't be with us today. In Ontario, City Councillor and former Reform Party organizer Nancy Branscombe came out on top. And Nancy joins us now from London, Ontario. And Nancy, congratulations. You're our Ontario champion. You got 16 of the 20 ridings on the Ontario ballot and a lot of ridings, and you got most of them right. Congratulations.
Thanks, Don. It's good to be on the top of the heap.
Well, and I think the thing that gave you the victory, and you were about the only person who called this right, and that was Parkdale High Park. And let's look at those numbers there. That is the riding where Gerard Kennedy,
yep.
43%, just over 43% of the vote. Peggy Nash, the NDP, who won it in 2006, down to 35. And then the other two, the Conservative and the Green candidate, not really in the game at all. But most people thought Peggy Nash would win that riding. What convinced you that it was going to be Gerard Kennedy?
Well, he's a seasoned campaigner, and because of his profile for the leadership race, he waited to win the seat. He must have had a good reason to not want to get into Parliament sooner, like some of the others had done. And I just thought he would take it. He's a colorful fellow. He's charismatic. People like him, and I thought he'd take it. I thought it would be closer than it was, but I thought he would take it. In fact, I thought Dion's fortunes would have a pretty big impact on him, and it didn't have as significant an impact as I thought. I thought it would be a bit of a nail biter, and it clearly won by a pretty big margin. So
that's right. Not only did he win, he won by a surprising amount.
Yeah.
Now, a couple you got wrong,
yes.
And I guess the lesson is if you switch parties,
That's true,
beware,
that's
because let's look first at the riding of Halton,
yes,
where you'd predicted that Garth Turner, who had he won the riding last time as a Conservative, then became a Liberal. Well, actually, Lisa Raitt made pretty short work of him. She had 47% of the vote. He had only 36%.
It was a landslide, and I didn't see that one coming at all. I thought he's a bit of a maverick, a bit of a guy who does his own thing, and I thought he had a pretty good stock in the riding, but she was touted as a star candidate. She has a good reputation from the Toronto Port Authority, and obviously she clobbered him, so she's the new Conservative MP there.
But again, you know, Garth Turner has a big profile, certainly beyond the riding. Yeah. I guess it was bigger beyond the riding than in the riding.
Perhaps, and yeah, hard to say.
Yeah.
You know that there's some Conservative roots there for sure, and perhaps that was part of the reason as well.
And the other one where a switcher did not fare well was Mississauga Streetsville, where you thought he would do okay, and that was Wajid Khan, won as a Liberal, but got only 35% of the vote, and Bonnie Crombie got 45% to beat him.
And that's right. It wasn't close either. So I mean, I didn't call that one. I guess who knows? He's had a bit of a colorful history, and perhaps people didn't really know what to make of him where he stood. So I suspect that's why she won. But she won handily as well.
Well, no point dwelling on a couple of mistakes because 16 out of 20 is awfully darn good.
That's right.
And so again, congratulations as our Ontario champion of the politics pool.
Thanks very much, Don. It was a lot of fun.
Now, don't go away. Our winners from Western Canada. That's when we come back.